Hi everybody, Susie here. Just another beauty guru on YouTube. And if you're here, then thank you. It's the first day of spring, so let's do something springy today. Let's get ready. So get your makeup, get your brushes, and let's have some fun. I'm going to go dig into these new brushes that I got, and I'm going to do something spring-like. I think I'm going to go with a pink and an orangey look. What do you think? Oh man, my eyes are so red. I don't know what's going on. So far, I've been liking the new makeup, but the jury is still out on this Lifter Plumper foundation. So we are going to test this bad boy out today. We're going to give it a good rare test. First day of spring, and it's a sad day because we lost the mighty Chuck Norris today. Moment of silence. My husband was a big fan, and I was a big fan. I grew up with Chuck Norris, kicking everybody's butt. And he was a really good guy, and probably not someone you're going to see in the Epstein files, which is good. So that's a good thing. Let's see. I got one. I'm going to go in. Wait, let's prime my eyes first. I'm going to try the Elizabeth Mott again. I can't remember if this, no, it doesn't leave a shadow on my lid. It just kind of primes it. I think I need to set this though because it's wet. It's a wet primer. So how is everybody doing today? I had another job interview and guess what? I nailed it. I nailed it. I'm so excited. I'm so blessed. I have two beautiful jobs ready and waiting for me. Now I just got to decide which one. I'm really leaning toward the factory job. It just sounds like so much fun. It's a Monday through Thursday gig from 5 in the morning till 3 in the afternoon, hours I'm used to. And I'm off Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 4 on, 3 off. Who can beat that? And they've got beautiful benefits and everything. I'm really leaning toward that. But I am waiting for a call back from the gal from the child care place because that's where my husband wants me to work. But it's been a week since Monday. And she told me I had the job, but we're still jumping through hoops to try to get me in. I haven't even done the fingerprint or background check or anything yet. And I'm just like, that's not good. That's no bueno. That's not good. That's no bueno. And then my final check didn't get deposited today. So I had to call HR and they're like, it should have got deposited today. So now they're trying to find out what happened to my final check, which was only going to be a 1-week check. So, as it is, we're tightening our belts for this one because my other money won't come in for a couple of weeks and we need to pay mortgage. And yeah, so that happened. And that's okay. I've got so much faith today. It's not even funny. I know it's going to be okay. I know even though my check is going to be small that we're going to be okay. And I'm beyond grateful today for all the opportunities that my higher power has blessed me with today. It's just crazy, you guys. I'm so, so I show my ass at work and I was a real dick. And now I got to apologize because I should have just put my 2 weeks in. I should have had faith that I could have found another job and put my 2 weeks in because I was unhappy at that job. I was unhappy. And instead, I burrowed it down and burrowed it down and buried it and buried it and buried it. And then I blew up. And it's just like, I am not good at trying to stand up for myself. I am not good at doing things gracefully. And my favorite emotion to hang on to is anger. And if I'm angry, then I'm strong, So I'll jump on that anger train quicker than shit. and I'll poke that bear as many times as I want, and I had no business doing that. I had no business doing that. That's totally my bad. And that's the thing. I liked my boss. The only problem was she was terrible with confrontations. And she did not know how to de-escalate a situation. And neither did I. And we were like two alphas just pitting at each other sometimes. But most of the time we got along great. We were a very good team. For 7 years, we were a good team. And I broke that. I broke that team like a dumbass. And all I had to do was put in my 2-week notice. But no, I couldn't do that because I was afraid. And instead of being afraid, I got angry. Instead of being afraid and trying to use humility and ask for what I need, I got angry. And that's a character defect that I need to work on. And after all these years in recovery, and I think I'm doing well. Boom, there goes old Susie. There she is. She's right there, man. She's right there, ready to kick your ass like a bitch. That's something I got to keep working on. And I know therapy would help, but step work helps really, really, really well. And I'm going to keep doing my step work and moving forward. This is such a pretty color. It's called Self-Made out of the Blend Bunny palette plastic. It's a nice peachy tone. I love it. Love, love, love it. These Blend Bunny brushes are great. So anyways, that being said, I'm just blessed. I'm looking at these 2 new jobs. And I'm really leaning toward that factory gig. Now, the daycare gig is a Monday through Friday, so I'd still be off on the weekends. But it's cooking again. But it's low volume. There's just so many kids you cook for, and it's work I've done for 30 years. It's not hard to me because I've done it for so long. I would have no problem getting in there and helping her put together the recipes and the calorie points and the points that the Department of Education uses. The system that the Department of Education uses can easily be put in there so that it shows that she's using all 5 of the pyramid points. The grain, the fruit, the vegetable, the protein, all of that stuff in her meals. And it's not hard to do because I've been doing it for years. Unfortunately, she's having trouble getting back with me. First it was because she couldn't get a hold of my old boss because they weren't going to speak to her about me without my permission. So I gave them permission. Well, I know she's talked to them and I know she's talked to my references, but she's super busy, dude, super busy. But I've got to find out what benefit package they have and compare the 2 jobs before I pick a job. If it's similar benefit packages, then I'll go with the daycare to make my husband feel better. But if not, I'm going with the factory job. I'm excited. I've never done factory work. Is it monotonous? Yes. Did they say I could wear a headphone? Yes. Is there a dress code? No. I can go in there in sweats. I can go in there in shorts. I wouldn't do that, but you know what I mean. They have neck fans because it gets hot in the summertime. Well, I have neck fans because the grill gets hot. And I have no problem wearing a neck fan. None. When it gets hot. And I don't get cold very easy. So I'm not worried about bundling up in the wintertime. But I'm excited. We work at our own pace, which is great. Gives me time to learn what I'm doing. I'm really excited about that job. I can't say how much excitement I have because it is job security, medical security. It'll take care of me, my husband, and my children medically. I don't have to put my children on my medical. I should let them do their own, but I'm concerned that that they won't be able to get that taken care of. And technically they can be on my insurance till they're 26, so I should make sure that they're taken care of. That's pretty. All right, where's my pink brush? Because I know I have a pink brush because I used pink. Or we just use a clean brush. That is very pretty. What shimmer should I do? I know I want to use pink and the pinky gold probably. Yeah, let's do that. Be a nice pinky, peachy look. I don't really have a peachy shimmer in my collection. God, if I'd have gotten my hands on that Nomad dual palette that they released, but they sold out. They sold out. 2 palettes. They were 39 bucks a piece. So you could get 2 palettes for 78 bucks. One all shimmer, one all matte. Colors were fucking gorgeous. And they were magnetic pans so you can mix and match them. Don't get me going on what I lost out. I got FOMO on that one. I got FOMO. That's why it's like, I'm so glad I got a hold of the Witch City Salem palette, because I was like, I am not losing out on that one. And I got a hold of the Glamlight palette, the Lord of the Rings. I had FOMO on that one, and I hardly ever use it. The color story is kind of bland to me because I didn't know what the color story was going to be like. But man, they sold me on the Lord of the Rings, because Glamlight can tear up a collection like nobody's business. Oh my gosh. But so can Lethal. So can Wicked Widow. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And my birthday's coming up. Oh, I'm so excited. So excited. I'm so excited. We're going to go to Wichita, go to my favorite restaurant. Hopefully all my kids will be there. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. My grandbabies will be there. My sister will be there. It will be a beautiful thing. Ember, I can't wait to see you on Abu's birthday. I'll have to bring them a gift. My husband's like, no, you don't. My daughter's like, no, you don't. It's your birthday, not theirs. But it's Easter. And I don't have enough to get my daughters the Easter basket. So I should at least get the grands a gift. It's Easter. And they are grand. My little grands are very grand indeed. I just love this hot pink color. So pretty. It's got that fuchsia look to it. A lot of people didn't like this palette, but I freaking dig it. I dig it. It's got some very neutral colors in it. It's mostly a neutral color story with a pop of pink and a pop of blue. That it's a neutral color story, but I love the pop of pink and the pop of blue. It's just, it sings to me. It says, put me on your face. And I do. First day of spring. I have not been this relaxed in so long. There has been so much chaos and drama going on behind the scenes, y'all, and I feel so good finally, you know, and a lot of it is because I'm not working at my old job anymore. I just really, really wasn't happy there, and I did try to see if I could switch departments and maybe that would work, but those things required degrees and stuff, and I just didn't have that. So that didn't work. But man, I was there a long time. 7 years is a long time at a job. I would say I was happy there for a good 6.5 years. 6.5 of 7. You know, I just got so burnt out of all the nonsense that was going on in my department. I have coworkers that don't show up on time. You know, things like that. Things that happen in every other kitchen in the world at a bigger level because it's a higher volume. So it's more in your face. And I don't know. I think I'm just getting too old and I don't want to cook anymore. Hence why I think I'm taking this factory job, which my husband doesn't want me to take. He's so scared I'm going to meet somebody and run away with him. And it's like, no, baby, don't be scared. I've never given him a reason to be scared, but he's never been this happy before, he says, and he's never had someone who loves him like I love him. It's like, you're my end game, dude. And when I say that, I mean it. All right, I'm going in with the Milk Hydro Gripping Primer. I think this works great. I had it on the other day with a couple of old faves that I wear. Now we're going to try it today with this new Lumi, or this Plump and Glow Foundation. You know, not sure this foundation is going to be for me, y'all. It's a glowy, and I'm an oily girl. I need a matte. I didn't think about that. Damn it, why didn't I? Susie, why didn't you think about it? Okay. Let's see. Yeah, my daughter called me this morning to tell me Chuck Norris died. I was like, I was sleeping, girl. She said, Chuck Norris died. I was like, Chuck Norris didn't die. And so we asked Alexa. Alexa said he was in the hospital, but he was in good spirits. Well, that's what TMZ reported yesterday. Oh, man. My husband was heartbroken. This is not a full coverage foundation. Damn. I'm a full coverage girly. That's a problem. It's a problem, but it's just makeup. It washes off. But it's like, if you're going to put makeup on, goddammit. Why? It's evening out my skin tone. I don't know. Why is this camera looking bad? Is that better? Was my camera dirty? It looks better. I don't look like I'm in a fog anymore. Yeah, this is not a full coverage. This is a light to medium coverage foundation. That's no bueno. Dagnabbit. But it applies very evenly. It does even out the skin tone. It does not cover up my dark spots. I am 52. I have dark spots on my skin. So I'm not one of those young 20-somethings that just needs a light. You know what I mean? Like, this would be perfect if you're in your 20s or 30s or even 40s, because I didn't have dark spots in my 40s. I'm a full coverage girly because of my age. That being said, I am not going to plant more foundation on. We're going to go with what we got. We're going to give it a shot. I've got the Grippy primer on, so we're going to see if it doesn't get too glowy on me today. I'll see if I can do a little update. Look at these. See if I can cover up my sins. Under my eyes. Oh my gosh, they're dark today. They're barking. They are a barking. Oh my gosh. Yeah. We need to cover that. Okay, let's see. Clean brush. Clean brush. Yeah, my husband asked Alexa how many movies Chuck Norris had been in. It said 42. I said, honey, he lived a very full and happy life, and he died with his family. He wasn't alone. He wasn't forgotten. He was still doing philanthropical work. He was a good man. Not just on the screen, not just showing everybody, but he knew a lot of different martial arts. He was very healthy all of his life. He took good care of himself. It was just his time. When it's your time, it's your time, and that sucks. I'm scared for when it's my time. Scared. I don't know what's going to happen. You know what I mean? Well, you know. What does happen when we die? We don't really know. It's just something we all do. And we don't come back from it. That's for sure. It looks a lot better. God, I love this concealer. Concealer. I love this concealer. It's so good. So good. Hold, please. Oh, man, I love this concealer. I really should see if Huda does it any better. I really should let you guys know, because right now I'm using Wet n Wild. And sometimes your girl looks cakey. And I don't mind it. I'm hiding my sins. You know, I don't mind it. I don't mind it because I love makeup. But if there's a better product out there, I should definitely be giving you a heads up on it, because some of you don't mind spending a little bit of money on yourself. Some of you watch this because you want to know what works. And some of you want to splurge on a better makeup. You know, and I've been splurging. I've been splurging on the NARS concealer. I splurged on this Milk makeup. This one is definitely better than Bruno. We don't talk about Bruno. It's a good grippy primer. This wasn't the one I thought it was. The one I thought it was in a black container. So I'll have to see about trying that one. But I was really excited that I got to try that one. That one's expensive. You can find this at the drugstore under the e.l.f. name, under the NYX. But see, the NYX is $17.99. This is $30. I think you get more out of this than you do out of the NYX. See, the drugstore isn't a price point anymore. It's just a place to buy makeup. A lot of the makeups are going way, way up. So you really have to test and see the tried and true, and see, like this, it's a great powder. It's a great powder, don't get me wrong, but you only get 0.2 grams for $12. This is $6. You get almost an ounce. You get 5 times as much in here as you do in here. This is $6. This is $12. They do the same thing. This is probably the same price as the Huda Beauty powder. If you bought the big powder for 40 bucks and bought this for 12, they're going to average out to the same price per gram. You know, because the big powder is going to be an ounce or 0.70 ounce. You're going to get 5 times as much. And it's, I mean, if you spent $12 5 times, come on, that's like $60. So you might as well get the Huda. You're not saving money. That's not, girl math isn't mathin'. It's not mathin'. So, is it good? Yes. Is it worth your money? Probably not. Probably not, you know? And that's why I want to try the Huda, to see if it's as good as the Wet n Wild, or if it's better. Because I'm aged and I need better makeups. And I got hair on my eyeball. I don't know if I got it. I think I got it. Oh my God. No, I didn't get it. Oh my gosh. I think I got it. Don't you hate that when there's a little tiny squiggly? Oh, stop crying. Stop crying. It was just Chuck Norris. All right, let's go in with some bronzer. Some creamy bronzer. I'm going to go in with this one. It's not a bronzer, it's a blush, but it's like a blonzer. I like it for a bronzer. It's the only cream one I got. I need to try creamy bronzers for y'all too, because they last longer. You set them with the powder and they last longer all day. They don't move. It just gives a little color back in the skin. You know, foundation evens out your skin tone, but then you got to add some color where it's supposed to be. to look like you're hydrated and shiny and healthy. Or in my case, a clown. All right. I bought it, so I'm going to continue to use it. This is the Milani Cheek Kiss in Luminoso. It doesn't leave much, but it's pretty. See, it's a pretty peachy, springy color. And it doesn't mess up your makeup underneath. But it's really, really light. It doesn't deposit a lot. And I want it to deposit a little more than that. See, when it blends out, it's almost all gone. Yeah, that foundation, man. I don't like seeing all my freckles and dark spots. If I'm putting on makeup, I want it on. You know what I mean? Got a hair on my cheek. That doesn't belong there. There. Okay. I know, first world problems, first world problems. Come on now, let's get into it. Let's get into it. All right, let's get some setting, something to set this down with. Let's see. Oh yes, old favorite. There we go. That looks really good. Oh, I forgot to tap it. I don't think it did anything different though. What do you think? I think it looks the same. It look the same? Yeah, it looks the same. It looks the same. We're good. We're good. Okay. All right, we're good. Put this back. Trying to keep my stuff cleaned up. Okay, we got to get some brows on. Hold while I do the brows because I don't want them to be big. Okay, that's as close as they're going to get, but they're not too big. So, all right. Let's go back into this palette. Get my under eyes done. Still been sick though. I don't know how long I'm going to be sick. I got my husband sick. He's coughing up his lungs out too, which is not good because he does not have an immune system like I do. I'm so excited. I'll find out Tuesday because he's going to call me on Tuesday from the factory. I'm totally going to take the job. I just tried calling the other lady here a little bit ago and she didn't answer. I'm going to go in with this Essence Stay and Play Gel Liner in the color, but first Espresso. This is a brown shade, y'all. Understand me when I say, I know it looks close to black, but it's a brown shade, y'all. And it's my first step into colored eyeliner. Big moment for me. It's not as dark as my black. Duh, it's a brown. I can see that it's a brown. Doesn't look bad though. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Look at that. She's getting out of her comfort zone. Getting out of her comfort zone. You know what they say, the more you step out of your comfort zone, the bigger it becomes. All right. Leave the blush alone, Susie. Leave the blush alone, Susie. Gotta play with it. New blush brush. Tap, 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 tap. Kind of like that. Tap, 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 tap. Kind of pretty, y'all. Kind of pretty. I like that little blush brush. It's different. It's pretty. There she go with her blush blindness all the times. All the times. What's that dry sponge gonna do? Nothing. Why are you using it? Because. Should I go ahead and powder? Oh my gosh, you guys, I gotta tell you, I'm really digging this Colossal Bubble Mascara. I wore it the other day for the interview, and I checked it at night. Not a drop came down. It doesn't flake. It doesn't transfer. It stays on all day. I've got big, beautiful lashes, and they were big and beautiful with this stuff. I'm telling you, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. You see the difference there? I mean, you can see my lashes totally with the mascara on. My husband is downstairs listening to Alice in Chains. I need to get him to get dressed and record his video for this weekend so I can get it set to upload. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's going to be so fun. Teresa is Dead. Teresa is Dead is doing a live tonight. I think it's at 6 o'clock. I'm going to totally watch it. Her and Michelle Wong, get this, they're going to be testing Girl Scout cookies. I know, it's so funny. I just can't. I'm going to die laughing because the bitch cracks me up, man. She is funny. She is just a funny, funny lady. And she should have her own show. But her and Michelle Wong are so cute together. And yeah, I just love them. They are awesome. Shout out. Look at all that powder. Oh, I didn't get any bronzer up on my forehead. What am I thinking? Oh, oh, Susie, no, what are you thinking? Tomorrow, I have to get ready, and we are leaving for a fundraiser in Independence. So we're going to hang out with some friends and just have a good old time. They are doing a corned beef and cabbage fundraiser. And I think I'm going to make a dessert and bring it, because it says bring a dessert to share. But I don't know what I'm going to bring. I could do the angel food coconut cookies. I could do brownies. I could do both. Yeah, I could do both. It'll be fun. It's not a contest on the desserts. I know one year they had a fundraiser, and they were selling the desserts. And I had several batches of those cookies. And this one lady wanted them, and she was like, $10. And I said, $15. And she said, $20. I said, $25. My daughter's like, Mom, what are you doing? You can just make them at home. So she goes, $30. So I let them go for $30 because they were just cookies. I was just up in the bed. She wanted them bad, dude. I was just making it go up, man. Up and up and up. Yes, I was. It was fun. It was all for a good cause. My daughter's like, Mama, stop. I know I could have got busted with $25, but I didn't. Nay. I stopped. But yeah, I made sure my cookies sold for more than $10. That was funny. My husband's like, what are you doing? Will you stop? She's like, I want those cookies. Like, how bad do you want them? Yeah, it was a good time. Good time. And it goes for a good cause. So even if we did have to buy them, I probably would have gave them to her just out of fun. Just for fun, I would have. Oh, that looks so much better. All right, let's get some lips on. Now, I'm telling you, I like this. This is the Fui, what's it called? It's a lip gloss. And this is the 70%. They have it by 30% and 70%. And so like the 30% has less color, so it's more of a clear lip gloss. This is 70%, so it has 70% opacity. So I love it, and it stays on all day. And yeah, it keeps your lips from chapping. I love it. It's really good, and it's pretty too. Let me just get my lips going and I'll show you. When I was a kid, I grew up in California, and I met Louis Gossett Jr., and he's an actor, and he, I think it was Iron Eagles he played with Chuck Norris in. But he was a lot of fun. He was a really neat guy, and we were doing some play production. I can't even remember the name of it. But it was so much fun, and he helped us set up the stage props and build the props and everything. Just a bunch of us high school kids. And he was there mentoring us. But he was in a lot of good movies. He was in one where he was a boxer and he was going to beat up all the kids in the town, and he had to box every one of them and knock them all out. It was a good movie. I can't remember what it's called. God dang it. I have a copy of that movie too. It's a good movie. It's a good movie. The hell is the name of that movie? Milani makes a good lipstick. This is such a good nude too. It is called, I don't know what it is called. 420 Tees. I don't know. But I'm going to go in with this Fui. See, it's got a little tip that's bent. I'm not sure why, but it is. This was half price on Ulta. Because I think it's regularly $17, which is ridiculous for a lip gloss. Y'all remember lip glosses were $1. You'd get them at the nickel and dime store. Kids are like, what's a nickel and dime store? Boy, if you only knew. It's a store, and everything is either a nickel or a dime. Otherwise known as the 5 and dime. Dollar Tree, eat your heart out. This stuff, beautiful. And it works, and it stays on all day. I love it. It doesn't bleed out. It stays in your lips. It's not sticky. I love it. I love it. I'm going to go in with this Milani highlighter. This one. This is the Luminescence Day Glow Strobe Light. God, I can't read. I need glasses. Oh, that's beautiful. I love it. I love it. What a beautiful look, you guys. I know it shows texture. I don't care. I'm going to have texture all over my face because I'm not getting any younger. That doesn't mean I can't play with makeup, damn it. And I love my glitter. All right, there's my look. What do you guys think? Did I do good today? All right, not bad at all. Not bad at all. Look at that gray streak I got. I'm going to go change that this weekend. I'm going to the hairdresser this weekend. I think I'm going to go blonde. What do you think? Let's do something different just for fun. All right. Thanks, guys, for joining me. I really appreciate all your support. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Please do so down at the bottom. It costs you nothing to be a subscriber, and I really want to hit 1,000 subscribers this year. So come on down and just hit subscribe and check out what my makeup journey is all about. It's just about doing makeup and trying to find a good deal. This was half price on the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty the other day. That's why I got it. So I don't know if you can still get it for half price, but it is regularly priced $17. I would probably buy one for $17. $22, you got me fucked up. But, you know, that's drugstore. You know, that's what drugstore's getting to now. Pat McGrath Labs that I used, I got this for $10. You know, I'm a dollar girly, y'all. I want to get sales. You know, this mascara, it was buy two get one free. That's what I did. That's what I did. And I will check in with you guys in a little bit. I am not happy that this is not a full coverage foundation, but the color match is great. It looks good under everything. It sat well, and I'm using the Milk Makeup primer, so I'll let you know if it stays all day. All right, thanks guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.